Peace and love, family and friends, naysayers, whomever. My name is Leon Wheeler Jr., and this is Master Making in Motion. And today's brief talk will be about guarding your peace. You may be an individual that allow others to violate your peace, or you may be a peace violator yourself. Either way, you must know the position you plan in life. That comes from the concept of knowing thyself. And if you don't know that, you may be an unconscious player. I come up with the term unconscious player when I wrote my book. And the unconscious players is an individual that take on roles that he or she have absolutely nothing to do with. They have no idea about how and why and where those roles come from. And it happens. When I think about up and coming players, or excuse me, when I think about unconscious players, I think about babies, individuals that are fresh, green, that don't know too much of nothing, empty like a sheet of paper, ready to be written on. And that could be us. Or you could be the individual that I just made mention of, a peace violator, and still be unconscious of that. You've developed bad habits over the years, and those habits perpetuates itself in causing chaos to individuals you know. Now, I think that a lot of us in my community, in our community, have picked up those particular practices. And I think it's because of how we were raised, you know what I'm saying? Following traditions that's been etched in stone, that's been passed down from generation to generation. A friend of mine, a mentor of mine, a dear friend of mine, Abdul Rahman, Virgil Hatchett, got a saying that he always share with me is his mother, his queen mother used to share with him is don't throw the baby out with the water, meaning that, you know, there's something good inside of the water, and that's the baby. So the water it might be time to discard that, but, don't throw the baby out with it. Most of my teachings come from my queen mother and father, my parents, who I said in prior video is the first guides that I knew, the big people in my life. There's individuals who groomed me and taught me as an empty sheet of paper. They were the ones that gave me, my first lessons. They were my teachers. And, you know, holding to what Abdul Rahman had said, don't throw the baby out with the water. A lot of times we, hold on to things that doesn't necessarily work, the things that we should be throwing out, things that's the water. But because of our traditional way of thinking, we hold fast to stuff that's not necessarily beneficial. It's time to grow. It's time to evolve. It's time to get, to learn new ways to approach bad situations or past situations or things that's not necessarily beneficial to us. So for me, that's been my primary goal is to always learn. I don't know how and why I've always been the type of individual that challenged everything. I guess it's a byproduct or a mixture of my parents, saying teachings. My mother, for one of the teachings that I definitely have learned to somewhat do away with. There's many lessons, so I take the best from everywhere. As I said, you don't throw the baby out with the water. So my mother, her viewpoint, she's a strong advocate for family. She's always taught me that it's my responsibility to look out for my family and do the things that's necessary to protect the family. That's what she did for me, and I understand. I understand what she's saying, but what I actually learned down the line through my soul searching, my striving to become better and as a challenger, as a student, wanted to learn, wanted to do better, wanted to be able to assist humanity and my family first and foremost. I studied. I studied my family. I studied myself. I studied, and I realized that a lot of times, some of your closest, supposed to be allies, turn out to be your biggest haters instead of supporters, unfortunately. And again, I don't think that for the most part they do it consciously. I think they're unconscious again. I think that they are unconscious players that have developed some bad habits over the years and haven't been able to discard them, haven't been able to get rid of them. I know I've been guilty of that, and I'm not saying I'm totally clear of ever doing it again, but I'm conscious of uh, the problems that it brings to destroy someone's peace or bring negativity to them. So I focus on trying my best to do away with things that does not benefit us. And again, I think that my mother, my queen mother, had the greatest intentions, and what she said was from her heart. And I would love for that to be a reality. But unfortunately, I realized that sometimes, some of your greatest harm can come from, or your peace violations can come from the people that's up close to you, and that's just an unfortunate situation. So we're here to talk about that, so we can bring you some light to that. So maybe if that's fitting to you, maybe you can you'll do what's necessary to change your conditions, to change our conditions. Because once you do better, uh, we do better. Once each one teach one. I mean, those old traditional adages and things like that was great. So it's always good in the old teachings, and never. Even though there's some teachings that we should be doing our best to do away with, and challenge it, work and see if it works. If it doesn't work, you have to discard. You have to get rid of it. I think that we should prioritize uh, our emotional, physical and our emotional health. You know what I'm saying? So when you prioritize that, you have to put an effort to do what's best for you, that keeps you healthy, and negative peace. People are attacking you uh, from a negative standpoint. That's not good for your spirit. That's not good for your soul. So you have to prioritize what's important. You have to set boundaries. You have to set boundaries and be okay with learn how to say no. And don't feel guilty when you say no. That's setting boundaries, making sure that certain individuals don't you don't let them violate your peace uh, because of your habits of just saying yes or allowing somebody to take advantage of you. You have to set boundaries, you know. And if you don't, your peace will be violated. So learn how to say no, you know, guilt free. Don't feel like you owe somebody something that you don't want to do. That's a violation in your peace. You have to manage your energy. You have to manage your energy. Your energy is your responsibility. You have to manage that. You have to make sure that you're doing what's necessary for you to promote the best you that you can be. That's what it's about. It's always, it's that's what the overall lesson that you should be trying to live up to is being the best individual that you can possibly be. You need to focus on what's important. What's important? Your health, your mental health, your peace. That's what's important. You know what I'm saying? You have to learn to put first things first. There's a book called Seven Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen Covey, and he speaks about putting first things first. He speaks about uh, begin with the end in mind. You have to search out information to empower you. And I say that a lot of the information we've been using, it just doesn't work. It hasn't worked. My mother, with her greatest intentions, gave me some information that I couldn't work with. But there's a whole lot of things that she told me that definitely we need to do. The love that she has in her heart, for me and her family, we have to learn how to love like that. Her intentions was great, but some things you have to do away with. You have to do away with because some of those things aren't healthy and they're not positive. Because if it's harming you, it's not positive. So we have to learn how to be positive. And being positive sometimes means staying away from individuals that's not benefit. There's some violators. Those violators, you need to stay away from those violators. You have to stay away from those violators. You have to stay away from negativity. You have to put yourself in the most positive environment that you can possibly do. It's not easy because again we've been taught to stay in the buckets or more or less and stay in the fire with individuals that's possibly pull you down. You know, the crabs in the bucket situation. When you're trying to get to the top to change your conditions, they study pulling you down. So you have to definitely mind your business. You have to make sure that you're doing what's necessary to combat a bunch of the negative stuff that's always striving to bring you down. It's important. Uh, it's important to know your place. You know, to know your to understand the role that you are supposed to be supporting. You supposed to be playing in this field. It's important to know these things. It's important to put yourself first. It's important to realize that you have to you have to protect your peace because you got these violators out here and they mess your day up, they mess your week up, and you're responsible for you, and you're responsible for you. You know, I spoke about uh, the unconscious individuals in my book because this is a reality. And these are the babies. Like I said, the unconscious individuals, I liken them to being babies. So, as parents, especially if you're about to have babies or you're in that age group or you have children, you have to uh, do your very best. It's a covenant upon you to write something positive on that piece of paper. You have to go out your way to to learn what's necessary to give them kids a better chance. It's not going to be an easy task because again we've been bombarded with a lot of information. In my opinion, that this it's a violation. It's a violator to our peace. So we follow traditions that just don't benefit us. And I'm gonna challenge you. I'm gonna challenge you. I'm challenging myself all the time. I don't know where that came from. I guess it's the fight that was in my mother to survive and to raise her only son in a community that was written with large families. She was a very small woman with a lot of heart. She went hard, you know. Like I said, it started with just me and my older sister, and she made me a warrior. She's a warrior. She's a warrior still today, you know. She's 83 years old. She's struggling with some ills, but she's still strong. She's my inspiration and my motivation. But I realized a lot of the things that she taught me was actually a hindrance. But a lot of things she taught me got me where I'm at uh, to this day, and I feel rejuvenated. I feel like I got some decent sized muscles. You understand me? Uh, I think I'm okay. You know, and that is because my parents went hard in the paint and they did their best, and it's up to me to take it to the next level. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm encouraging you to do. That's what this channel is about. So I'm asking for your support. I'm asking you to like, share, especially if you heard something in this little brief dialogue that will possibly help somebody else. Share it. You know, and I need you to subscribe to the channel because without you, the channel can't grow. I need you. I need your help. I need your support because I got some business on the flow that it's in my heart, it's in my spirit that I want to share. I think my experience is valuable. Somebody can use it. So that's what I'm imploring you to support me, and we can support each other. And we can grow this channel, and we can reach as many people as we can. I'm gonna end by mentioning my book, uh, Code and Ethics for Up and Coming Players. It's a necessary book. I mean, a lot of people. Uh, it went over a lot of people's head because they was looking for. I guess I don't know what they was looking for, but I know what I was doing. I was writing to inspire individuals that don't read, that that's been in the trenches, that's been struggling, like I was, wanting to do better but not knowing where to start. That's what I wrote this book for, because I knew I wasn't gonna be able to talk to everybody. I wasn't gonna be able to reach everybody, but I wanted to reach as many as I could. So I said, I'm gonna put it in writing. You should get this book. It's at Amazon. You can get it, and it's gonna help you raise your children because we need to raise our children appropriately. They need all the help that they can get with all the support. We have to be instrumental. We have to take full responsibility for what we done brought into the world to the best of our ability. And you go get the information from wherever you can. That's gonna help you be a better example to your children. And it's some good words in here. There's some good information. This definitely can motivate you, inspire you, and help you become a better human being and raise a God child, a God man child, a God female child, a goddess, God. This is what we need. Time out for or making excuses for stuff that doesn't work. My other book is King, a Master in the Making. This is what I'm about. Striving to be the best that I can be. I'm striving to become a master of self. So I'm writing about what inspires me, and I'm sharing it with you. My philosophy is teach what you want to learn. I want to learn to be the best human being that I can be. And I'm going to tell you what you need to do. In my opinion, one of the things that you should do and make it a priority to keep it at the forefront of your mind is guard your peace. Guard your peace. For anyone, hey, if you got something, let me know what you think about what I said. Put it in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. As always, I suggest that you strive to be the best human being that you can possibly be. Simply, just be.